Howdy y'all, we've ran into a fellow cat enthusiast that has, we've made a deal with to get some parts I think are gonna shore us up for some time to come and hopefully get 5T going. First, we're gonna need to make some room. A lot of room. Okay, now you got plenty of room. Okay, we got that trailer out of there. That should be plenty of room. Nope, not enough. We're gonna need more room. Let's get that beat wagon out of there too. You have got to be kidding me. All right, I'll move it. All right, I got the wagon moved. You know those wheels were partly flat. That thing hasn't been moved in years. Yeah, I know, but we need to move it because we need a lot of room. That's why I did move it. It's out of the way. We got plenty of room here. Not quite yet. We got to move those pallets too. Exactly how much stuff are you bringing home? Only 5 D4s. 5 D4s? 5 D4s? Okay. 5 D4s. Well, I mean, it's actually like 4.9. So one of us missing a track and the engine's not even on it. So it's not that bad. Well, I guess I'll get to moving those pallets. We got our work cut out for us. Yeah, I know. Just think of the parts. And some of these might be future projects. A lot of stuff for us to do. That's exactly what I was worried about. That looks great. Now we have enough room for all of them. Thanks, it was a lot of work and I still got to put air in the tires on the wagon. Well, there's one more thing. I'd like to grade this all off. Let's get the drag harrow out and harrow this and clean it up a little bit before we put stuff in here. But after this, we're done, right? We're done. Yeah, sure, that'll be it. That'll be it. We'll be good. Okay, I'll get it cleaned up then. Well, what do you think? We got it all cleaned up. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, it does look nice. Now let's haul them home. I gotta haul them home now? All right. I quit. No, wait. Don't go. You like Carl, the D4? 5T, 5-roller track frame, big wide tracks. You want to fix it up and drive it in the snow, right? Yeah, I do like Carl, the D4. 5-roller frame. I reckon we ought to get her fixed up. All right, let's go get them. I've got enough room here for a 7U, a 5T, another 7U, a 6U, and a 7J. And the plan is to push them in nose first this direction because I like to have it where I have access to the drawbar because I don't like pushing and pulling on the front of the tractor. In fact, I never do. I like to do all the maneuvering of a tractor with the drawbar. The beauty of cleaning this area up here is it's gravel. It'll keep the tracks and everything up out of the dirt a little bit so that they won't rust quite as bad. All of this came about rather quickly. Dad and I were all geared up and had plans. We had a place to stay up at my wife's family in Minnesota to go to the LeSueur swap meet. But this came about and these machines are gonna have most of the parts that we were gonna look for at LeSueur. from the back.
Yeah. And Dad's trying to work these tracks. So this one will roll. It's just that the tracks are so rusted up and they're pretty new chains, so they're not turning on the pins. And the track is binding on this dozer blade.
So we're trying to get these tracks loosened up so we can push it on our trailer. We're not having much luck. We've been at it for 2-3 hours. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it?
It was challenging.
Challenging. Took us 4.5 hours to get this one loaded. The others, pretty easy. But this was the one that we wanted the most. It's the 5T, and it's got really good track chains and pins. And I think that was part of the problem, because the pins froze up and rusted into the track chains, and we could not get this thing to roll. We brought our skid steer over here, we pushed around, we did about everything, and finally it took a 30,000-pound tool truck to yank on it and get them freed and roll it around. And it still was a struggle getting it on the trailer.
They're still tight.
Yeah. This one is quite a bit heavier than the rest of them. The 7Us were heavy, but this one's heavy as well. It has some really heavy hydraulic cylinders on it. Dad's trying to push the track down. It was all our skid steer could do, and we were facing downhill to push this onto a trailer. And it's not in the transmission or anything, it's all in these tracks. They were so stiff they would not roll. Cleaner's headed out. He's gonna go pick up our skid steer. We ended up hauling that over where the D4s were. And turns out those D4s were only 35 miles away, so we got 3 of them a day roughly until we got to this one here. Kitty's out here today. Kitty's over there today. I've got those 3 tractors. I got that engine right there, a D4400 engine. It's missing the crankshaft and the lower bearings, but there's a lot of good parts on that. You got 5T, 6U's already put away, but I need to get them all over here, and I'm gonna make sure everything's covered up on them. When Dad gets back with the skid steer, we'll put this engine, this D4400 engine, in the shop. Cleaner's back. This is our last trip, so yeah, this was a lot of work. Oh yeah,
You can adjust it, see?
We needed that for the outer bearing cages.
Yeah. So you just pull this pin, or unscrew it.
That bolt, yeah.
And just put it wherever you want.
Yeah, we needed that. Is that a Cat one? Does it have Cat numbers in it?
I don't know.
It don't really matter. This is what we needed.
Yeah, it does have a number here. It's number 7F9306.
Cool. Big Stripes and I do have one more thing. We're going to go inside and get it. It seems like every video I do lately, I say there's going to be snow, and then we never get snow. But I'm going to be prepared. Who's going to get it first? Is it going to be you? You? Let's start with the 7U in the corner. They may have sat a while, but they've been covered. They've had marble dumped in them, just like we do. So, you know, fingers crossed, I think we got a lot of good parts here, and maybe even something that we can work on in the future. I'm gonna take out all the spark plugs, dump some marble in the heads of these pony motors as well. I'll be doing a complete walk around on all these tractors in the future, so be sure to tune back in for that. RC Cola, I guess this one's been sitting for a while. I honestly could not believe my eyes that there was a radiator cap on. This is the first one I've seen on a tractor that we've bought. I'm gonna finish covering up everything that's open that I can find. And I guess I'm gonna press Y for work and worry. But this game is sure addictive. I do want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. We're coming along great on 4G because we were able to get some parts. Thanks. Roosters.